welcome back to another video. So today is actually going to be a little bit different of a type of video. I wanted to talk about what my experience has been like sharing basically my entire weight loss journey on YouTube, because a lot of people, I think they come to my channel and they don't really know what my channel is about, and they always say you're so obsessed with weight loss, why do you always talk about weight loss? You're always talking about high carb low fat veganism and food and exercise and all this kind of stuff, you seem totally obsessed. So I just want to talk about what I've experienced basically going from 188 pounds to about 130 pounds as I am now, sharing that entire thing on YouTube and why I decided to share my journey on YouTube. So the main reason that I started this channel was because back in 2013 when I went vegan, I wanted to hold myself accountable. I was also inspired by lots of other vegan YouTubers to start a YouTube channel like During Rider and Freely, and I think Chris Randall, if anybody remembers him. There are a bunch of other people as well. But I wanted to start my YouTube channel because I was in such a bad state of health, and I think for me, I really needed to do something where I could hold myself accountable for what I was doing. So in July of 2013, I went vegan, 100%. I had gone vegan, not vegan, but I had gone on vegan diets or whatever in the past to try and lose weight and do all that kind of stuff. But this time I had gone vegan because the ethical reasons. So I went vegan because I was directly exposed to animal cruelty. At my old job, I actually had to go to an animal slaughterhouse, one of the largest pork slaughterhouses in the country, for work. And it was so devastating to me. And after that, I was 100% vegan. And I started my YouTube channel, and basically here I am today. So when I first went vegan, I initially was just eating vegan junk food and all this kind of stuff, and I wasn't really eating healthy at all. That's when I found YouTube, and I found Freely, and I found Harley, and I found all these people promoting. Back then was basically everyone was promoting all raw. Everybody was basically all raw, and it was eat 30 bananas a day and all this kind of stuff. So I was eating very normal vegan foods, and once I found the community and all that kind of stuff, I started really eating a lot of food. So in my past, I did calorie restrict, I smoked tons of cigarettes, I got drunk all the time, I took Adderall, I had all these issues. I was very sedentary, I was very unhealthy. So when I started my YouTube channel, I basically went 100% raw. I was literally having 20 banana smoothies for meals, huge portions of food that made me sick. And I look back at it thinking that it was all detox and all this kind of stuff at the time, but it was just, I was eating foods that I didn't really like. So I wasn't really into the whole raw thing. I tried so hard to stay 100% raw and cleanse my body and do what was best for my body and all this kind of stuff. In the process, I ended up gaining 30 pounds. If you've been following me for a while, you know that whole story. So in 2014, I actually started looking into a starch-based diet because I've never been a sweets person. I don't really like sweet food. I didn't like eating fruit all day. It was so unsatisfying to me. So I started promoting the Starch Solution, a starch-based diet, and I went 100% into it. And that's when my weight loss journey really started. So I started losing weight from then. And throughout the past 2 years, basically, I've managed to lose almost 60 pounds just eating a whole food starch-based diet. I, obviously haven't been perfect or anything like that, but that's how I've lost pretty much all of my weight. In sharing this journey though, it has been very hard for me, and I don't want to tear off right now or anything like that, but basically my entire life I struggled with my weight. And if I wasn't struggling with my weight, I struggled with abusing drugs and alcohol, and I was never into hardcore drugs, but Adderall and cigarettes and being addicted to these other things and stuff like that. The reason that I share my journey and I have decided to share it on YouTube is because I know how hard weight loss can be, and I know that it can, I'm crying right now, and I don't even know why. And I know that, being in a body that you don't really feel is you is very hard. When you see yourself as something else, or you see, very healthy, fit, lean people, and you see them and you're like, why can't I be like that? Like, why can't I have what they have? I'm just as hardworking, I'm not lazy, you know, I eat really, really good, I do all the things that I'm supposed to do. Like, why is this so hard for me? And I can totally relate to that. Like, people that say weight loss is just like really, really easy, which it was for me for the first like 30 or 40 pounds. It was very easy for me to just let go and just eat the foods that I knew that I was supposed to eat. And you know, I could be a lot more lenient with processed foods, like processed starches, and having pasta and having all this kind of stuff and whatever, and getting to a normal body weight. It was very easy for me to go from being obese to being a normal body weight. But I think 90% of the people that follow me are young girls who are between, you know, like 16 to 29 or so, even older. And they want to lose like the last 20 pounds. They have a body like that I have right now, where I'm a normal weight. I look a hell of a lot better than I did at my highest weight. And you know, there's nothing wrong with my health. I'm very healthy, but it's like I want to have a very fit, healthy, lean body. And I feel like if you stick to a whole foods plant-based diet with the least minimally processed additives and foods and stuff like that, like no matter what, you will get there. And I think for a lot of people, they see these people who have started a YouTube channel or started an Instagram or started a blog or something like that, and you know, they usually start them when they're at their goal weight, when they're perfect and they're like, this is what I did, here's all the photos, like blah 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 blah, it was amazing, you know, all that kind of stuff. But nobody has really like shared their entire journey of losing a ton of weight online. And it's not the easiest thing in the world, because so many people criticize you, and you criticize yourself, and you go back and forth, and you like try and figure out what works best, and what's the best way to lose weight, what's the best way to do it sustainably and healthy, and not, you know, be restrictive and not kill yourself doing it and lose your mind, right? How to do this basically, you know, without going insane. So I want people to know that weight loss takes time, and it is a learning experience. And I feel like everyone that watches my channel and everyone that loses weight has gone through what I've gone through. And this whole time on YouTube has been one of the hardest things to share and to experience with you guys, because I've always had a weight problem my entire life. It's been my biggest problem, and I've always hated my body, and I've always hated the way that I looked, and I always thought I was like a failure and all these kinds of things, and getting so much criticism from other people. And you guys have seen me go from obese to where I am now, and it's a journey, you know, and my journey still isn't over yet or anything like that, but it is coming to basically the end of my weight loss. Like, I don't have that much weight left to lose, but it has been the most rewarding experience of my entire life. No matter how hard it was, you know, no matter how vulnerable it was for me to show you guys what I looked like when I was at my heaviest, at my most depressed, at my unhealthiest. And I just wanted my channel to be an inspiration for you guys, and so that you could look at it and just be like, you know, this isn't gonna happen overnight. I have a lot of things that I need to work on, and this is gonna take time, and it's gonna take consistency, but as long as you keep moving in the right direction, you're gonna get to where you want to go. And it doesn't really matter how slow you go. It just is all about keeping a positive mindset and just keep on trucking in the direction that you want to go, and eventually you'll get there. And at the end of this journey, I want my channel to be a place where I can share everything that I've learned over the last 3 years with you guys, and be able to tell you what is the best way to lose weight, how to overcome, you know, like all these types of things that you're dealing with, because I've been through it all, and it's all on my channel, and you've been able to see it and experience it with me, and know that you're not alone. Like, you're not alone in this weight loss journey, and so many people go through this, and that you have somewhere to turn to find inspiration and find help and find all those kinds of things. And I wanted to kind of like create a community where people can talk to each other and help each other and go through this together, because it's so hard doing it alone. So I just wanted to talk about that today, because a lot of people do come to my channel and they're like, oh, all you talk about is weight loss, and all you talk about is food, and all you talk about is this and that. And obviously my number one passion is helping people to overcome, you know, disease, which is obesity. And it's just a specific problem that people have, and so many people struggle with, and it is so near and dear to me, because I hated myself for so many years of my life just because I didn't look the way that I thought that I should. Crying again. So it is very, very close to my heart, and there is nothing that makes me happier than seeing someone come from like a standard American diet or an Atkins diet or a paleo diet, and they go vegan and they feel amazing and they start, you know, feeling comfortable in their body and they're confident again, and they start making YouTube videos and inspiring other people, and everything just really starts to take shape in their life because they finally feel good about themselves. That is what I want to help people do, and I want to help people get to the place that they want to go, whether it's in their health or in their weight loss, because I just know how hard that struggle can really, really be. So I just wanted to thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel and being on this journey with me and being so supportive and loving and kind to one another on their own journeys, and watching other people's YouTube channels and really finding inspiration and helping spread the plant-based message. And just thank you so much for being a part of my life. And seriously, thank you guys so much for everything. I'm gonna end this video now because I keep crying. But I just wanted to thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me. And I appreciate every single one of your comments, even though I might not respond to every single one of them. I do read every single one of them. And I just wanted to thank you so, so much for being a part of my life, because this has been the best part of my entire life. And I hope that you stay tuned to my channel, because this isn't the end. It is only just the beginning.